Here's your word for the day from Calvary in Lake Havasu. Visit us on the web at calvaryaz.com.
Hello, Calvary family and Jesus' people of the internet. No matter if you're finding us here for the first time or if you tune in to find us for daily inspiration all the time, I just wanted to say thank you. We're so glad that you're here. My name is Scott, and I'm one of the tech team leaders here at Calvary, and I have the honor of bringing you your word for the day today. We're reaching the goal line. No, not for the big game coming up, but for the illustrations of our doctrines of faith. I want to read to you from Matthew's Gospel, chapter 1, verse 21. She will bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. That's in Matthew 1:21 in the ESV. What's happening here in this passage, the angel Gabriel is talking to Joseph and telling him that he's about to have his world turned upside down. Essentially saying, your Mary is about to have a son, and it's not from you, it's from God. So take her to be your wife anyway, and raise this boy as your son, and name him Jesus. Don't worry about what everybody else is going to say. Just focus on God's plan for you. Now, I know what you're saying. Scott, what's with the plant? It's a beautiful succulent, but why? See, this little succulent right here is our prayer plant. We picked it up last fall when negotiations with our home were going nowhere. And we're coming to the realization that after almost 10 years, the best thing for our family was that we were going to have to move and find a new home. I'm sure, as most of you know and understand, that is a super hard thing to do. Moving is no fun at all, especially because this is where we raised our kids. Well, we kept this little prayer plant in our kitchen as we started to look for a new home. I would see this little guy often, and it would remind me to pray that God would put us in a place where He wants us. As time went on, and as opportunities for very fantastic properties would get very close and then fall through, and then get very close again and fall through again, I would see this little plant and just pray because I knew my faith was in Jesus. That is where our salvation lies. Our time in eternity is what's most important, and our faith in Jesus is how we get there. So no matter if you're Joseph and your plans get derailed, or if you're like us, planning for a new place to live that gets derailed time after time, just keep your faith in Jesus because He loves you. He was sent to cover your sins and has a plan for you. So what's the plan for our little prayer plant? Well, we get to plant it in a truly wonderful new home. And that plant will be the very beginning of our new prayer garden. We love you, Calvary. And I want to encourage you to pray with Jesus often because that's where you'll find your salvation.